Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I'm the owner of seasonandserveblog.com. I'm very excited today because this is the first video in my fall series here on my YouTube channel for 2020. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to organize and clean your kitchen in order to prepare for the fall season, which is just around the corner. Now I know it's only the end of August, but I am releasing this video a little bit early because I know some of you are very excited for the turn of the season. Additionally, this video requires a lot of time to organize, prepare, and clean your kitchens. So I want to give you guys enough time to fit all these tasks into your schedule before fall arrives. Also, as a food blogger, recipe developer, and YouTuber, I'm always at least 4 to 6 weeks ahead of schedule. So this video was really great preparation for myself in order to deliver a bunch of new recipes for you guys in time for fall. I'm going to offer my advice to other food bloggers on how to prepare and organize yourself for the fall season, because this is definitely one of the busiest times of the year for food bloggers. And one of those things is actually putting together a prop box, which is what I have here. And this is super helpful for when you're wanting to shoot photos for recipes. You'll have everything ready to go. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to put this amazing box together. Speaking of recipes, I have a bunch of amazing fall recipes already on my blog. So if you're really eager to get into the fall season, you can head over to my blog and you can find a bunch of delicious recipes there. And I will leave the link to my blog in the description box below. Additionally, you can check out my Instagram to see me make a bunch of different fall recipes and also for some behind the scenes and sneak peeks of recipes that I'll be releasing this fall. Also, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because there's going to be lots of amazing fall recipes coming, as well as home decor content, and also soon some videos for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because those are just around the corner, which is crazy. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button below, and make sure that you turn on the bell to get a notification whenever I release a brand new video. And trust me, for the fall and the upcoming holiday season, there are going to be a lot of videos, so you don't want to miss out. And now with all that said, let's get into the video and let's organize, clean, and prepare our kitchens for the fall. To begin organizing, we're going to start off with our pantry, and in my kitchen I actually have two pantries. So I have this cupboard here full of dried goods, as well as a corner cabinet also full of dried goods. And this corner cabinet isn't the best storage solution for pantry items because things get really lost in there since it's super deep. As a food blogger, I always have a lot of different types of food, and after a while this cupboard just really gets disorganized, so it's definitely due for a nice clean out. I'm starting off by removing every single item from the corner cabinet, and in this cabinet we mainly keep our cans, our jars, and our bulk food items like flour and rice. In this cabinet we keep some jars with some bulk food items in it, as well as small little things like honey and jam and a bunch of different Asian ingredients. And now that the pantry has been completely emptied, I'm just spraying a little bit of cleaning spray in order to wipe down the cabinets. And you'll really be surprised at how dirty these cabinets can get on the inside. Even though it's just cans and jars, somehow there always seems to be little dust bunnies and random little bits of dirt in there. And before you begin putting anything back into your pantry, you want to go ahead and organize all of your pantry items. So here you can see me organizing all of our canned items into one pile, and I'm also doing the same for our snack items, our jarred items, and our oils and vinegars. Putting all your items into groups helps you visualize exactly how much space that you need, and also will help you organize the pantry a little bit better based on the amounts of items you have and the space that you think needs to fill them. Now, since our pantry is so deep, I'm adding these metal wire racks into the back of the pantry in order to stack and elevate my food. Stacking and elevating your food is really great because you will actually see it and not lose it in the back of the cabinet. So this is a really great storage solution if you have a similar setup at home. Now on the top, I'm adding our smaller items like cans and jars, and then on the bottom, I'm just adding our bulk food items that are still in bags or boxes. And now our pantry is all organized. It is not fully the best, but I think it is a lot better than what it was before. My next step for cleaning and organizing your kitchen is to refill any jars that are full of food items or ingredients. For instance, I use these small glass jars to keep bulk food items in smaller quantities, such as oatmeal, rice, and pumpkin seeds, as you can see here. I really like keeping these food items handy by keeping them in jars in my upper pantry to make them more accessible and so that I can see what I have. It's a really great idea to replenish these jars and change out the ingredients to seasonal ones if need be so that you can have access to them more easily. And I think this tip is really great for food bloggers or people who like to cook a lot. Also, just like we did in our corner pantry, it's always a great idea to group similar foods together. So in this pantry, I have an entire shelf dedicated to Asian ingredients. So when I know I want to cook an Asian meal or come up with an Asian recipe, I can look at this shelf for inspiration. I'm also grouping some of our sweeter items together, such as honey and jam, on the lower shelf since we use them fairly often. I'm also adding in some other everyday ingredients and some of our fancy salt that I've been meaning to use up. And for the salt, I know if it's on a lower shelf and I can see it, I will definitely use it more in recipes. And with just a few final touches, our pantry is fully organized. I'm really happy that everything is now organized into groups and I can see all of my different pantry ingredients. This will definitely help inspire me to make some cozy fall recipes this season. Another way to prepare and organize your kitchen for the fall time is to organize your spice drawer. And in the fall, we tend to use a lot more warm spices like cinnamon and nutmeg, and this is a great time to refill and restock any spices that may be missing from your collection. As you saw, I have quite a fair amount of spices in my collection, but particularly in this instance, I was out of oregano here, as well as some fennel seeds. I was also out of cinnamon, which would have been tragic if fall had come around and I didn't have any cinnamon, so I restocked on some ground cinnamon and some cinnamon sticks, and also some bay leaves. Again, it would have been a tragic event if I went into fall without any bay leaves for any warming stews, so restocked those as well. And after refilling all of my spice jars, I went ahead and wiped down every single jar with just a damp cloth. And these jars definitely needed a good cleaning because whenever I add some spices or herbs from my collection, I'm always somehow in the middle of the cooking process and my hands are always dirty. So the jars needed a good wipe down, and in the end they were sparkly clean and ready to use for the fall season. If you are a food blogger or if you really just like to cook, I would suggest stocking up on the following fall spices. So we have some bay leaves, some cloves, some whole nutmeg, some star anise, ground cinnamon, and ground ginger. And with these spices, it'll take you well throughout the fall and into the holiday season. And now for a task that nobody likes doing, cleaning the oven. But fall is actually the perfect time to clean the oven because it's going into the cooler months where you'll be using it a lot more, and it's also before you go into the holiday season where you're going to be using it a lot. So having it nice and clean will help you feel a lot better. Now when cleaning my oven, I like to clean it as naturally as possible, and I don't like to use any chemical oven cleaners at all because I can't stand the smell and they are kind of expensive. So you can totally do a DIY solution made with baking soda and water. And you can see me mixing it up here. And in this first little bit, I didn't add enough water here because it's all clumped together. So you just want to add enough water to make it spreadable and runny just like this. So let's go clean the oven. To clean the oven, you basically just want to spread the baking soda mixture all over the oven. So here you can see me putting it all on the door, and I'm also going to put it on the sides, the bottom, and the back. And as always, when cleaning your oven, definitely make sure that you wear rubber gloves because this way you'll protect your fingers and your nails, and it is just a general messy process. So you want to protect your hands and fingers as much as you can. And then once your oven is totally coated in this baking soda mixture, you want to let it sit on your oven for at least 20 minutes to an hour. And this will sort of help loosen up all the dirt and all the debris in your oven, which will make cleaning it a lot easier. And then after 20 minutes to an hour, you want to take a spray bottle full of vinegar and spray your entire oven down with the vinegar. And again, let this sit for about 20 minutes so that the baking soda and vinegar can react and then all the dirt can lift up. Then I like to go in with a really heavy-duty steel wool scrubbing pad and scrub the heck out of the oven. This definitely does take a lot of time and quite a bit of elbow grease, but trust me, it works, and this is way better than using a chemical-based oven cleaner. And as you can see here, in between the cleanings, I like to wipe things down with a paper towel, and then I also spray a little bit more vinegar here and there just to remove any of the baking soda. And you just keep on scrubbing until your oven is as good as new. Now, I didn't get the oven looking quite as sparkly as I wanted it to, but it's definitely better than how it started out, which is really good. And now with that, my oven is totally prepared for the fall season and also for the holidays as well. We are almost there. We're just onto some final tasks to clean up and organize the kitchen for the fall time. And during this time, I really like to go ahead and clean all of our appliances. So our kettle, our coffee maker, our blender, our food processor, all that. I really like to get that all sparkly clean and ready for use. I also like to take the time to really deep clean our counters, so I'll go ahead and literally remove everything off the counters, wipe everything down, wipe the counters down, and then arrange everything back the way it was. And here you can see I'm adding on my oils and vinegars and soy sauce, and I'm also going to fill up that oil. I did that afterwards but didn't get on camera. So also another great time to replenish all of your other ingredients. And after cleaning the appliances, I like to go ahead and wipe down all the fronts of the cabinets, so on the top and on the bottom. And after a while, these do get fairly dirty, so I like to do this kind of once a month sort of thing, but since I'm cleaning for the start of fall, I'm also going to clean these as well. And now we are on the home stretch. I'm just going to vacuum up all the little dust and debris that has fallen off after cleaning the counters and the oven. And I'm also going to go ahead and give the floor a nice steam mop. And steam mopping not only cleans the floor, it also helps to disinfect too, which is really great for the times that we're living in. So after your floors have been steam mopped, then your kitchen is all clean and ready for the new season. And now for all my food bloggers, I'm going to show you how I put together my fall prop box, which will help you in shooting different photos for your fall recipes this season. You want to start off with a box or a container, and you'll want to add some beautiful white cloth napkins. And this is great not only for fall food photography, but for any food photography in general. Next, I'm adding some patterned cloth napkins, and I love the brown color of these. It is so beautiful and perfect for fall. Next, I'm adding some white oven-safe ramekins, and this is perfect for soups or also for shooting beautiful photos of fall comfort foods such as mac and cheese or shepherd's pie. Next, I'm adding in some wooden salad tongs, and the wood color really helps bring together the warmth of fall and brings lots of warmth and vibrancy into your photos. Then I'm also adding a metal spoon, and this is always good as just a general prop for any sort of casserole or anything that requires a scoop. And then for food items, I like to add some cinnamon sticks, and I actually like to pull some whole cinnamon sticks out of the stash that I use for cooking and put them in a separate glass jar. This way I make sure that I only use these cinnamon sticks for food photography, since I touch them a lot and put them on different surfaces, and then I can keep my other cinnamon sticks clean for cooking. And of course you can add other spices in here as well. I'm also going to add a few little props of dried florals just for some extra warmth to add to my basket and my photos. So I have a bunch of different little pumpkins and leaves that I like to add in for photos. And just for show, I'm adding some fresh apples as well. I'm not going to totally keep them in this box because they will eventually rot. So just for show, I'm going to add in a couple apples just so that it gives you a little bit more of those fall vibes. And there you have it. Your prop box is all ready to go for fall and is with you and ready whenever you are able to shoot photos for your recipes. And that is it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video on how to organize and clean your kitchen to prepare for fall. And I really hope that for the food bloggers out there, I gave you some amazing tips and tricks in order to prepare for one of the busiest seasons of the year. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and share this video with some of your friends and family who are super excited for the fall season as well. Also, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and also check out my Instagram as well for more fall recipes and some behind the scenes sneak peeks on recipes that will be coming out soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!